Hi guys, welcome to Lux Attic. Today we'd like to show you the 15 best electric trucks that you can buy soon. We all thought that the future would be all about flying cars and jetpacking to work and around town, but as it turns out the truth may actually not be that far from fiction after all. The 21st century seems to be all about electric cars and motorcycles, and the more time passes, the more automakers start dipping their toes in this innovative new niche, from small city cars to powerful electric trucks. So, in honor of these electric beasts, we decided to bring you our very own top 15 of the absolute best electric trucks that you will be able to purchase and drive around in soon enough. While the timing may differ for them, with some taking as long as a couple of years to actually come out, others may actually get pulled back further than a decade from now if things don't go their way during the production process. So, take this post with a grain of salt, as even though all of these cars were rumored to come out within the next few years, as we all know by now the automotive industry is very unpredictable, so anything could happen in the meantime. With all that being said, we should also mention that for this post we will be specifically focusing on electric trucks as opposed to just going for the top electric cars that you'll be able to ride around in within the next couple of years or so. If that's alright with you, and if that seems like a good choice for you, then strap on it, because we're starting off our list with none other than 15. Fisker Alaska. Henrik Fisker was literally gasping for air trying to find the proper words to describe the Fisker Alaska pickup truck that he and his team came up with for the near future. Truth be told, at first, we didn't understand what the hype was all about, but the more we listened to him, the more we realized just how much passion this man put into his work, and more specifically, the bright future that this model seems to have for now. We don't know exactly when the truck will be available to us, nor do we know for what price tag it'll go, but what we do know is the fact that Henrik Fisker is more than excited to share this news with us, and we're just as excited to hear about it. 14. Ram 1500 Electric. You may be a bit confused upon hearing us mention this as a revolutionary new model, mainly because of the fact that you can find more than a handful of different electrified versions of the Ram ProMaster in Europe. But what you most likely didn't realize is the fact that while these are available for purchase, none of them actually represent an actual Ram EV in the first place. They are all just altered versions as opposed to being the company's official EV. Luckily, according to them, by 2024 they will have released an official Ram 1500 electric model in the hopes of completely taking over their rivals Ford and GM. Will they actually succeed though? As far as we can tell, we have no reason to think otherwise, especially considering the fact that the Ram 1500 EV is said to have a range of almost 500 miles thanks to its battery packs, which consist of up to 200 kilowatt hours. 13. Bollinger B2. With a supposed payload of almost 5,000 pounds and an impressive towing capacity of 7,500 pounds, this is definitely the working man's truck right here, to say the least. The Bollinger B2 is a very powerful truck that will keep you on the road for as much as 200 miles before needing a recharge, and what's even better about it is the fact that we already know the price tag that Bollinger went for with it. The impressive EV truck before you will apparently cost around $125,000, and while it may be a bit expensive considering the fact that it doesn't really offer much above the rest of the competition, it does have the payload and the towing capacity that will make anyone happy, and that's a fact. As far as we know, the model is set to be released and ready to be purchased as of 2022-23, and while this may differ especially because of the current economic crisis we're undergoing, let's just say that our hopes are quite high for them and leave it at that. 12. Alpha Wolf. The Alpha Wolf is a very strange new addition to the roster, but one that we honestly can't get enough of. With its 2,056 pounds payload and a maximum towing capacity of almost 7,000 pounds, this is yet another very powerful model that is sure to meet all of your needs and then some. It also has a charging range of almost 250 miles, which is great because especially if you live in a more secluded area, you won't have to worry about having to drive to the next big city every couple of days to recharge your car. On top of all of that, it is one of the most affordable models on our list, with its starting price popping up at only $36,000. Now that's a steal and a half, and that's not even the best part. This is yet another model that is said to be released by the end of 2023, so hopefully, if everything goes according to plan, we suspect that this model will pretty much bring their company to new heights, to say the least. 11. Rivian R1T. With a slightly smaller payload limit of only 1,760 pounds, you may be wondering why the Rivian R1T is ranked up higher than all the others so far, and the answer is simple. Its maximum towing capacity is of almost 11,000 pounds, and on top of that it can last for as long as 300 miles before requiring a recharge. Those stats alone should indicate the fact that you're dealing with a top quality truck right here, and if that wasn't enough, it is also fairly priced at $69,000, making this a great mid-level choice right here for the common driver. The payload may still be a bit of an issue for you, but if you can look past that problem, you can easily get your hands on one of the best EV trucks on the market. The best part about it is the fact that it is said to come off of the production line, so definitely look forward to this beast hitting the streets soon enough. 10. GMC Hummer EV. Next up on our list we have the GMC Hummer EV, a bit of an underdog right here to say the least. Despite not being the most popular option for most out there, we would honestly recommend that you look twice at the specs that GMC has to offer before you judge it too harshly. First off, you're dealing with a fairly good payload of 3,500 pounds, and if that wasn't enough, it also features a maximum towing capacity of 7,500 pounds with a charging range of almost 350 miles in total. All of that is nice and good, but the main reason as to why it's not higher up on our list is definitely the fact that it comes at the hefty price of $108,700. That's definitely not an easy pill to swallow, but if you have the budget for it, we recommend getting it as soon as it hits the market. This will happen around fall 2022, and we couldn't be more excited about it. 9. Atlis XT. And now we have the Atlis XT, a beast of a pickup truck with a total payload capacity of 5,000 pounds and a decent towing limit of 6,000 pounds in total. On top of all of that, its charging range is of 300 miles, and let's not forget the fact that it also comes out for the decent price tag of $45,000. All that indicates the fact that this car should be higher up on our list, and while we do agree over the fact that it is an excellent choice for anyone out there, the competition is stiff and the rest of the picks we have in store for you are just one cut above. 8. Hercules Alpha. The Hercules Alpha is definitely an interesting choice to say the least. Despite having a relatively small payload of 2,500 pounds, it more than makes up for it, thanks to its 14,000 pounds towing capacity. Thanks to its 300-mile charging range, it will also more than suit most of your needs, and let's not forget the fact that it is a relatively affordable choice as well, sitting at around $75,000 or so. We don't know whether this model will hit the market by 2022 or 2023, but what we do know is that we're all really excited to see what they have in store for us. Hercules Alpha appears to be a jack-of-all-trades type of a car, and while these are usually either a hit or a miss, we have high hopes for it, as this may very well be the model that really helps them stand out as one of the best pickup brands on the market. 7. Canoo Pickup Truck. According to the people behind this cool model, the Canoo pickup truck is supposed to be an EV alternative to the Volkswagen Transporter and the Dodge A100, and as far as we can tell, this may actually prove to come true once it hits the scene. It actually features a ton of aesthetic choices that we can't wait to see for ourselves, including a cab-forward design which forgoes a formal hood, and a front gate that looks like something out of a sci-fi movie from the 80s. The Canoo pickup truck is said to come out by 2023 if we're lucky enough, and thanks to its 200-mile charging range, we can't wait to give this model a spin as soon as we get our hands on one. 6. Toyota Tacoma EV. We would definitely have this model way higher up on our list, but as far as we can tell, we won't be getting this car anytime soon, which is a real bummer. The fact is that Toyota knows how to make a damn good pickup truck, and from the moment they announced that they'll release an electric pickup truck, we were all excited to see how far they'd go in their attempt to take over this niche market. They didn't say a lot about it except for the fact that it may be a more advanced version of the previous Tacoma model they released. As far as we can tell, we believe that this EV pickup truck is going to be released as early as 2024. Once it is made public though, we'll be sure to let you know so you can take a better look at its specs. 5. Lordstown Endurance. As far as absolutely beautiful futuristic models go, we would argue that the Lordstown Endurance is up there as one of the greatest vehicles to ever hit the market, and could anyone argue against us after seeing it? This is an absolutely gorgeous monstrosity, and on top of looking fierce, it also roars like a dragon as it brushes past you thanks to its 600 horsepower. If that wasn't enough to get your attention, you should know that it also features a battery pack of 109.0 kilowatt hours and a total towing capacity of 7,500 pounds. This is a beast from every point of view imaginable, and this is why we personally believe that it will break records as soon as it hits the scene by the end of 2022. 4. GMC Sierra EV. The GMC Hummer EV is definitely a powerful addition to the roster, but as far as we can tell, it is nowhere near as impressive as its sibling, the GMC Sierra EV. This car is set to completely overtake the market by 2023, and even though we don't know much about it, we can't help but feel like they're right about that, to say the least. We do know that it will offer drivers a really hefty 400 miles of driving range, but everything other than that is pretty much just a mystery for now. Hopefully they won't drop the ball on this, because we're very excited to see what they can do with the new Sierra model. 3. Chevrolet Silverado EV. The coolest part about the Silverado EV is probably the fact that although it is an EV version of an already existing car, it is completely different from it both design-wise and build-wise as well. This new all-wheel drive EV is definitely one of the most exciting new additions to the market, to the point where we can't wait to see it, even if it's nothing like what they promised so far. We will most likely get to try it out for ourselves as of 2023, although that may differ depending on the current economic situation we are facing off against. 2. Ford F-150 Lightning. Ford is pretty much synonymous with pickup trucks, and even though they're mostly famous for their classic models, let's just say that the world is definitely excited to see what they can add to the EV market. The new Ford F-150 Lightning is actually one of the most exciting new additions to the company's roster, especially when considering the fact that it will come to us for the low price of only $41,669. Couple that with its 90.0 kilowatt-hour and 131.0 kilowatt-hour battery pack options, and you've got yourself one of the most promising looking EV pickup trucks we've ever laid our eyes on, and that's a fact. 1. Tesla Cybertruck. We couldn't have an EV truck showcase and not talk about the Tesla Cybertruck now, couldn't we? This is by far one of the most futuristic vehicles to ever get launched, and honestly, we can't be mad about it because it looks so strange that we already love everything about it. While definitely more of an acquired taste right here, the Tesla Cybertruck is still one of those cars that will break the internet the moment they actually get released, so we are definitely looking forward to seeing what it has to offer. It was originally supposed to be launched as of 2022, but because of that window fiasco that Elon Musk was a part of, the Cybertruck's production line was completely removed from the website. Hopefully it can be launched by 2023 though. Each and every one of these beautiful electric pickup trucks makes for a great option for you to drive around in. Even if you are not a fan of EVs, or if you have never ridden around in a pickup truck, you will still get your money's worth from all of these models right here. So, just remember to always shop within your own budgetary limits, and regardless of what anyone tells you, always choose the option that fits you best as opposed to just picking what everyone else says is better. We hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to click that like button, leave a comment, and of course, subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.